Okay, it is May 14th, 2003. We're in Donald Kearney's home. I'm with Donald Kearney. He was born on September 6, 1944. He currently lives on 620 East Swayze Street. I am Mark Napier, the interviewer, and Donald Kearney is my interviewee, and he is my uncle. Now, were you drafted or did you enlist in Vietnam?
I was drafted.
You were drafted. Were you living in Marion at the time?
Yes.
Yes. Why did you join you enlisted? Did you recall your first days in Vietnam?
Yes.
Can you go into any detail about that?
It was different. Something I'd never really seen before.
What did it feel like?
Scary. And not really knowing what's going on.
Where and how long was your boot camp or training?
It was Fort Knox, Kentucky for 10 weeks.
10 weeks. Tell me about your boot camp and training experiences. Were they rough or?
They were, the first couple weeks were, can't say that they were rough, they were just something I wasn't used to. And after that, they were physically rougher than they were physically rough, but not that bad.
Not that bad. Do you have any real experiences that you remember from there? Anything that sticks in your mind?
No, not really.
Was weather an issue in Vietnam?
Yes, it was part issue. I mean, the weather wasn't really that bad, except it rained all the time.
It rained all the time. Do you remember any of your instructors while you were over at Vietnam, or anybody that left an impression on you?
No, not really.
Not really. Okay. How did they prepare you for Vietnam and boot camp?
We were just taught how to shoot a rifle and learned about weapons. That's about it.
Was it physically or mentally hard for you to get through the boot camp experience?
No.
No? Okay. What parts of Vietnam did you serve in?
Served in the Central Highlands, Pleiku.
Okay. Do you remember arriving in Vietnam and what was it like?
Well, we arrived by ship. We made a beach landing on this beach, and there were GIs on the beach swimming. We were loaded into trucks the first day and taken away up into the mountains where we were stationed.
Were you stationed? Okay. Now, were you on a base or?
We were on a base.
Okay, what was your job assignment when you first arrived?
Well, when I first arrived, our equipment hadn't arrived, and we pulled guard duty. And we were one of the first people that opened this base up. We dug foxholes, set up tents, and in a few months, our equipment arrived, and then we had our regular jobs.
Okay. What was that equipment that you received?
They were self-propelled 175s and 8-inch artillery.
8-inch artillery. Okay. Did you see any combat in Vietnam?
No, not really. We were shot at a few times, but never really what you would call combat.
Okay. What was the name of your unit?
6th Battalion, 14th Artillery, and I was in Service Battery.
Service battery.
Yeah.
Okay. Were there many casualties in your unit?
They were a few, not what you would call many.
Many. Okay. Okay. Were insects a problem in Vietnam? Like, and they're causing malaria or anything such as that?
Yes, there were quite a few people that had malaria.
A few.
I never had it, but there were quite a few.
Okay. What kind of side effects did you see from that?
You got a real high fever, and you get sick.
Sick. Did you experience any sicknesses?
I had dysentery once.
Dysentery. Okay. Okay. What was a common health problem among the men? If there was one.
Just malaria.
Just malaria. Okay. Was morale an issue in your group?
No, I don't think it was really.
No, really. Okay. Tell me about a couple of your most memorable experiences in Vietnam.
Just, let me stop that for a second.
Yes. Okay. Were you a prisoner of war?
No.
No? Okay. Were you awarded any medals or citations? Or was anybody in your unit awarded any?
Just the normal ones you got from going over there. I don't even remember what they
That's
were.
right.
They were about 3 of them.
How did you get them? Is that by going over there and...
By going over there.
Okay. How did you stay in touch with your family?
By letter.
By letter? Okay. What was the food like?
C rations were all right. B rations, which are like C rations, but they are heated up and served in a mess hall, were terrible.
Were terrible? Okay.
And the A rations, which was regular food, was not bad.
Was not bad. Okay. Did terrain affect your supply lines?
No.
No. Okay. Did you have plenty of supplies in your unit, or were you ever short?
We had plenty of supplies.
Plenty of supplies. Was there any one thing that boosted men's morale or kept them?
The day they came home.
The day they came home? Yeah, it probably did. What was some ways people entertained themselves when they were over there?
Reading and playing cards and talking and drinking every once in a while.
Drinking every once in a while. Okay. Did any celebrities go over to Vietnam and perform for you guys or anything of that nature?
No, there was some woman in a band performed for us once, but I have no idea who they were.
Okay. Did you ever receive leave?
No.
No. Okay. If you did, where did you go? Okay. Could you really go anywhere in Vietnam, or did you have to stay in one certain area?
No, we stayed in a camp that was
secure.
Secure.
Okay.
We could go to town every once in a while, not very often.
Okay. Were you a regular soldier or a specialist in a certain task?
I was a specialist.
Specialist? What was that specialty?
I was a welder.
You were a welder. Okay. Do you have any photographs of friends or places in Vietnam? Yes, he does. Could you explain some of the people in these photographs for me?
Yeah. That's me. Say. Okay, this guy's name was Howard.
Howard.
and he drove a bulldozer.
Bulldozer.
Sunday. Okay. Let me get with you here.
That's fine.
This guy's name was Cineros, and he was a mechanic.
Mechanic.
These guys, I don't know their names, but they were personnel.
Personnel.
This guy's name was Burton, and he was what they call a gun bunny. He loaded shells into the artillery.
The artillery.
And this guy's name is Erlenbeck, and he was a mechanic.
He was a mechanic. Okay. Is that the same guy?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Okay.
You think you need those?
Yeah, I just need them for a...
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, that's fine. I just need them for a PowerPoint. Okay. Do you remember your commanding officers?
My commanding officer was Captain Philibon.
Captain Philibon. Okay. Did he treat you guys fairly? Fairly, or?
Yes, I think so.
Did you keep a personal diary of any kind?
No.
Did many men keep one?
No.
No. Do you recall the day your service ended in Vietnam?
Yes.
Yes. What day was that?
November 3rd, 1966.
1966. Where were you? Were you at the base, or were you on duty when your leave ended, or?
When?
Yeah, were you in town, or were you just at the base and they gave you the letter that you've been relieved?
I don't know.
Oh, you, okay. Okay, so you knew when your time was up. Okay, what did you do in the days and weeks after your service ended?
Came back and took 2 weeks off and went to work.
Went to work. Did you go and do any spending when you came home, or?
Yeah, I bought a new car.
Bought a new car. What kind of car did you buy?
67 Camaro.
67 Camaro. Okay. Did you travel anywhere?
Well, you mean in the service, or?
And when you came home?
No, not for a year or so. I went to Florida 2 or 3 times next year, and a few years later I went out west.
Okay, did you work or go back to school at all?
No, I worked.
You worked, okay. Do you remember the GI Bill at all?
No, not really. I kind of know what it was, but
Okay. Was your education supported by the GI Bill, or no?
No.
Okay. Did you make any close friendships while you were in the service?
Yeah, a guy from Michigan and I, Erlenbeck, him and I were pretty good friends.
Good friends.
He stopped down here and saw me a couple of years after we were out, and I saw him a couple of years I went up there.
Okay, do you continue any of these relationships now?
No, I haven't seen him or heard from him in years.
Okay, did you join a veterans organization of any kind?
No.
Or no? Okay.